Me versus the algorithm. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. It's me versus the algorithm. That's YouTube doing this. That was YouTube doing this. That's YouTube doing this, y'all. But as you see, I'm not letting nobody stop me from talking about what I'm talking about. I'm not letting that happen. White folk, let me explain something to you. I'm gonna talk to my people whether you like it or not. Much love from Youngstown. Whether you like it or not, I'm gonna talk to my motherfucking people. I'm gonna talk to my motherfucking people. You ain't gotta like it. Smash the like. I had to give my man up y'all a day off, man. He probably still watches. YouTube having shit. LVZ versus I was backing up Jasmine Crockett. I was backing up Jasmine Crockett and Al Green, and people was coming to the channel. That's what it is, and people organically like me, so they be trying to fuck up my stream. It's a whole bunch of shit. Blind Soul, you been rocking with me since day one. Stop it. Blind Soul, you like one of my first subs. I was sized when your name just came up. I said, what? I was thinking, I'm like, man, where the fuck Blind Soul been? That let me know. But I always know it's people watching in the cut that just never, that don't comment or nothing like that. And there ain't nothing wrong. Comment. Shit. Smash the like. Love you back, bruh. You been rocking with me since day one, so yeah. Mm. Let me tell y'all something. Wear your mask again. They not telling you, hey, well, we already got measles shots. Make sure your kid got their measles shots. The motherfucking little bastards got measles around here now. Do y'all hear me? They run around here, they got measles. And Marjorie Taylor Greene up there telling them have measles parties. It was in Indiana. It's bad in Texas. But they said it in Mo County, bro. Jabari just got a measles shot. They said Barry gonna be 6'3", y'all. They like, he don't got really no shots. I said, only shot he ever got was COVID. Thank you, DSA. That the doctor was sitting there cussing me out. Why did you wait so long? I said, cause the way I raised him, I ain't gotta really worry about a lot. I said, but he going to school, and then he be going to these he be going to his little choir meetings. What's up? Hey John. John, we said I believe in science or cleanliness. Forget what's up. Like that was fun. Well, welcome. I'm glad to have you. So look, this real talk. All right, get a fucking measles shot. If your kids don't got one, get them one. Get them a shot for the measles. These little motherfuckers just run around talking about they gonna have measles parties. We still, yeah, but the measles will kill your ass. Measles will kill your ass. These motherfuckers, yeah, the measles will kill you. And for real, I understand. I'm not chastising y'all about not chucking. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Chicken pox bringing shingles. Measles will kill you. A kid done already died in Texas. They ain't trying to tell you about it. A kid done already. What's up, your name? I'm getting. How old are you? The reason I'm asking is you probably got a measles shot. Anybody born in the late 70s, early 80s, you got a measles shot. Know how I know? Oh, we the same age. You got a measles shot. We had an outbreak in the 80s. They had a fucking truck in our neighborhood. I'm finna tell you now, bro. Second person in U.S. dies. This is the British news. This is the BBC. They normally get real hot. Oh, you sent me on Lisa Channel? A measles outbreak in the American. Remember, this is British news, so it's going to say American a lot. A measles outbreak in the American Southwest has killed a second person, an unvaccinated adult, New Mexico health officials have said. The fatality comes roughly a week after measles took the life of an unvaccinated child in nearby Texas, the first death from the disease since 2015. Measles, which was considered eliminated in the U.S. in 2000, is spreading quickly in Texas, with the state identifying 198 cases as of Friday. What's happening, say, baby? Nearly 30 more since the state's last report on Tuesday. In the same span, a number of cases have been cited in neighboring New Mexico, which tripled to 30. The disease has also been reported in other states and across Canada as well. The person who died in New Mexico was a resident of Lee County, about 50 miles from Gaines County, Texas, where the outbreak appears to be centered. Officials did not provide the person's sex or age. 1 in every 5 measles cases require hospitalization, and about 3 in every 1,000 result in death. The New Mexico Health Department said on Thursday the outbreak killed a healthy but unvaccinated 6-year-old in Texas on February 27th. While the disease was declared eliminated 25 years ago, the U.S. often sees outbreaks, which are defined as 3 or more related cases. But the 2 deaths are jarring to many in the country. Before last week, they hadn't recorded one person killed by measles since 2015. The 2015 death was the first one attributed to measles since 2003. So look, and they literally always unvaccinated. So basically what's been happening is people been dying from the fucking measles once every 10 to 12 years. Now 2 people done died and everybody catching the shit in Texas. The death rate for measles is highest in children under 5. Complications include ear infection, diarrhea, pneumonia, brain swelling that can lead to deafness and intellectual disability, acute encephalitis, or inflammation of the brain, which can lead to permanent brain damage, subacute sclerosing panencephalitis, a rare degenerative and fatal central nervous system disease. So that's how it kills you. It normally breaks you down, gives you other diseases, but it's normally due to the swelling of the brain. That's basically what I keep saying. But our old ass got shots. It's the babies now. Because I'm admitting, Barry didn't have no shots. I wouldn't do it. I ain't give him none till now. I'm not gonna get. I ain't give him none till now, and I gave him them, and the doctor gave me kudos. She said, "I see you reluctant about it." I said, "Yeah, but the disease is around. I gotta take precautions. I don't want them to get sick." You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. Again, it's one of them things where, hey, it's better safe than, sorry. Do what you do. I know you grown. You not gonna catch the measles. But the kids, if that's the case, don't take your baby nowhere. I got my sour sop on. Nah, he got measles, mumps, rubella. But like, I hear you, Auntie, but it was easier to just get the MMR. That's what I got. So I took and get the MMR. Y'all, they say Barry gonna be 6'3". They said he's 75% taller than kids his age. Well, I ain't worried about catching no measles. I'm old as shit. All right, look, I'm good. Shit, I ain't worried about catching no measles. I'm worried about Barry. That's what I was worried about. I was like, oh shit. And then when they said the case broke out, but they calling us talking about this flu shit. I'm talking about the Maryland Board of Health calling us like, hey, look, bunch of motherfuckers got the flu. Y'all better be careful. Like, what the fuck? They said, I think that was Mo counties. I think like a couple of kids done died from the flu. Here, Capitol Heights and Mo County. Yeah, one of the kids was around the fucking corner. That's what got me about the flu shit. Like, put your mask on, boy. And they serious. The school is calling motherfuckers. True Roy, somebody asked you what should they take. Take for what? I couldn't see. You diabetic. Damn. She said take this. I don't be taking shit because I drink shit and eat shit naturally anyway. That's just the way I work. That's why I don't be, like the lady was saying, she's like, well, man, boy, don't take no supplements. We don't take none of that shit. I don't got no pills or none of that shit. I don't do that shit. It's a regimen that I've been living by. Certain time I gotta have enough fruits, enough water, my soursop juice, or my natural soursop juice. It's this lady, this Jamaican lady, that I be buying soursop juices and shit like that from for like the last year and a half, 2 years. And then there's these stores around here, the African and Jamaican joints, and I be going there just buying the juices. I've been doing that like forever. So then, like, I was eating the salad the other day, and the lady was like, is that beets? I was like, I won't eat this motherfucker if I don't got no beets. You eat beets? I was like, eat beets? Yes. I'm like, it's not a vegetable I don't eat. And she was naming, I was like, yep, 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 yep. I guess that's why I don't ever really you know. And that's just how my dad raised me for real. It was man, get you some fruit, eat you some melons. You said it tastes like carrots. I don't know. They got a different. I got my brother hooked on them junks, and I got our god brother hooked on them junks. He was like, "Man, you serious?" He was like, "Slim." And then I don't be knowing. Like, see, True Royal, she know all that. I don't be knowing. I just be knowing I like how it tastes. So that's I just eat. I be telling you, you should eat it. And then I find out later it be good for you. I ain't gonna lie. Like I like how I like yams like a motherfucker. Yams is good for you though. That's why we stay looking young. We eat a lot of yams. Believe it or not, that's why black don't crack. We be eating beets, rutabagas, yam. And all you gotta do now, Google will tell you what you doing for yourself. Or what you doing to yourself. Think about that now. And that's another thing. I don't fry shit. Like like when Barry was born, they wanted to give him a vitamin K shot. Like he's not going to get enough. I was like, how the fuck you know? We don't eat nothing but Brussels sprouts and asparagus. Real talk. No, boy, me and Barry, we will fuck over bags of Brussels sprouts and asparagus and shit. And when he went to the doctor, they was like, he got plenty of vitamin K. I said, yeah. He been eating asparagus and Brussels sprouts since a baby. Then we eat, see, I don't beet supplements. Yeah, I get that good. I just eat the damn beets. No, staying away from motherfuckers coughing and sneezing to take care of the flu. Shit, look, I don't look. Get your disease ass away from me. Eat a lot of motherfucking fruits and vegetables. Like I said, for real, no. Like I said, True Roll will tell you the stuff to take. I don't know all that. All I know is what I be eating. And that must don't work for me right now. That's why I don't, my blood pressure ain't high. No diabetes, none all that shit fine. Y'all see me smoking weed like a chimney. But when I get off this motherfucker, I'm eating kale, arugula, spinach salads and shit, spinach, tomatoes, all that. And I'm piling it up high. There y'all go right there. Y'all email True Royal, she can tell y'all ass what y'all need to eat. I mean, not what to eat, what supplements you need to take or what have you. Cause I don't know. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm not. No, nigga, I'm gonna tell you I don't know. I tell you don't eat no candy. Eat shit with plenty garlic in it. Plenty garlic. Fresh garlic. Make you some shit with some fresh garlic. For real. Make you something with some fresh garlic. Right? That's another one right there, plant. I forgot. Don't eat no more swine. Stop eating swine. That's another one. But when there's some motherfucking sickness in your area, find out where it is, what's going on, and take your kid to their doctor. Take them. And make sure your kid got a black doctor. I say that like everybody. Jabari always got black doctor. He always got black doctor. He went from Dr. Hill to Dr. Robinson. Come on now, True Roll. Once they said True Roll, as soon as they say Mr. Smith, they say, what kind of doctor you want? I said, what's up, Act? I said, can he have a black doctor again, please? It was a black lady on the phone. She laughed like shit. She said, hold on. Yes, sir. I said, come on now. No offense, but that sister was treating my son like that's her son. Damn right, Mike. Be careful, Glory, about that salmon. Make sure it's wild caught, baby. Make sure it's wild cut, Glory. And Glory, you want to know something that's some kind of good? It's on the expensive side now. But what's that? I think it's Wegmans. If they got that there, Whole Foods sell it pretty cheap. They got these sliced portions of Chilean sea bass. It's all white. Get you and your husband a few slices of that. It's costly, but I'm talking about that fish is so fucking delicious. Oh, I be buying me and Jabari some slices, and it's good for you. But that fish is so delicious. I don't care that it's good for you. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even care. I guess I read and it was like, oh, it's good for me. I don't give a fuck. That fish is delicious. It be falling apart. Get you some lemon. I called it the Sprite fish, y'all. What's up? Underrated. What's up, bro? I called it the Sprite fish, y'all. I had a lemon and a lime, and I juiced it. I put a little oil, olive oil, and some chives, a little bit of sea salt. Man, true roll. A little bit of pepper on there, and some Italian seasoning. Mm, mm, mm. I made some rice and some broccoli and shit. Me and Barry, we ate that shit. Nah, no mumbo sauce with my fish, man. You can, but I bake my fish. You know what I'm saying? That lemon lime, man. Barry fucked that fish up. I don't even think he chewed it. I, I don't know if he even chewed the fish. Y'all, oh, that's some good ass fish. Y'all got to get that. Chilean sea bass. It's a little expensive, but it's worth every penny. It's good. It's good. True roll. I was in it like that. That's me, Auntie. That was me, Auntie. That shit was so good. I'm telling you, y'all eat a lot of fucking Brussels sprouts and asparagus. I know people don't like Brussels sprouts. They got a bad rap. I don't know why they delicious to me, but I'm a weirdo. I eat every vegetable. You got to eat a lot of that shit. I don't know why it's good for you. This how I know asparagus good for you. Your piss stink after you eat some asparagus. It stink like shit. You what the fuck? But that's impurities that's coming out your monkey ass. Thank you, Janae. That's what I think. Dad call them cabbage balls. My father said, I can't believe my son love them cabbage balls. Your peace stink to high heaven. Let me see what food got zinc. Because I bet you I eat a lot of zinc and don't even know it. Watch this. That's true too. But Diesel Mike, did you know you can kill yourself drinking too much water? So don't drink too much water, especially on a hot day. You gotta get some salt and some electrolytes in you. You drink too much water, you'll kill your motherfucking self. I know. I almost did it. I sweat hard in the summer, especially when I was doing the moving. And I put water back into me so fast. Yeah, I put water back in me so fast, but I wasn't putting no sun. Next thing you know, I'm talking about I'm in there. Y'all, I'm driving home, y'all. I'm dry heaving, pulling over. Your boy was hurt. I go into the store, right? I'm dumb, true Roy. I don't know nothing. I'm dumb. I go in the store. Maybe I need a tea. Yeah, base. And I heard about water poisoning on the radio before. It happened to a cop here after he ran a marathon. I said, I'm about to kill myself. I'm about to die. I need something. But I know not to drink a soda. I ain't stupid. I said, well, let me get this black tea. Get the black tea. Oh, 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 Jesus. Oh, I'm dying. I finally make it home. I'm coming from Virginia. I'm stuck in that traffic, Andre. Trying to come back here. Come across that bridge, come across 495. I'm in traffic. It's vomit all on the side of my outside of my car. Most of it clear. But now I done drunk this black tea, True Road. Now I'm throwing up black shit. This shit is So I go get me some chips, eat me some chips. I lay down. Now at this time, y'all, there's no salt in my body. Now, oh man, I get to eat these chips. I'm sucking the salt off them. I'm getting pumpkin seeds. I'm eating pumpkin seeds and everything. I want to kill myself, y'all. I'm gonna kill myself. So be careful. Or the hot, especially y'all hot state, like out there, True Rural, California, Texas. DC get hot like that with that humidity. Right, Mike Santana, I'm a pumpkin seed. I'm a pumpkin head, pumpkin seed eating motherfucker. I'll be punishing me some. I love them joints. I'll punish pumpkin seed. Let me look that up. True Rose say zinc. Let me see what food got zinc. High in zinc. Because I'm telling you, I probably eat a lot of shit with it. Oysters. Oh, well, all fruit is good for you. You never get me. True Roll. That's why I say, see, watch this. Oysters. I punish. I just ate a dozen oysters. Uh, beef, lamb, pork, don't eat pork, chicken, eggs and dairy, yogurt and cheese. I eat all that. Pumpkin seeds, brown rice, others, crab and lobster. I still eat. I'm not no religious guy. I eat my crab and lobster. I just had my crabs. That's why I don't need to take zinc. That's why Barry don't gotta take it. Almonds and cashews. Do y'all know how many? I eat so many almonds and cashews. I have to take a break. This is no lie. Hey y'all, listen. This is not a lie. I eat so much motherfucker cashews sometimes. I have to take a break. You know, if you eat too many cashews, it'll be like you burping eggs all of a sudden. And then you'll start throwing them up. Again, I know because I did it. You can't eat too many cashews. You can't. I know. Oh no, Mike, I do that anyway. That's regardless. When I eat cashews, that's regardless. So I eat a diet that's rich in zinc regardless. See what I said? It be the shit that I eat. You might need to take some zinc. True or right. You might need to. You might. Everybody don't eat cashews. They don't like almonds. I love almonds. I fuck some blue diamonds. A big old bag, big satchel, and just get the. Everybody don't eat seafood, crab, and lobster. I do. Everybody don't eat oysters. I do. Everybody don't eat bison. I do. Lamb. I do. We all eat chicken. Much chicken us niggas eat. We should be synced up. Niggas should be synced to. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit an old Ukrainian white man taught me. In America, if you want to live long, they charge you more money for the food. The healthier food, you wouldn't need to go to the doctor. An old Ukrainian. I just so happen to remember he was Ukrainian because I called him Russian. He said he was Ukrainian. No cap. This is 2010, 11? Yeah, this 2010, 2011. I'm working in a garden and in the summertime, part time for this hardware store that had a garden. He said, "I'm," and like they had little tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff and plants growing, and people would come by and they would have the little herbs and the citronella. I even bought me a couple of citronella plants and sat them on my balcony because the mosquitoes were so bad. And I would sit that citronella out there, and them motherfuckers would not come. And the smell when the wind hit that citronella, oh my God, y'all. Citronella smell. Deep Woods off. Deep Woods off uses citronella. That's all Deep Woods off is. What about peaches? Yep. Right. Nah. It ain't that the food that the foreigners say. Cause for instance here, no, Diesel Mike. The garbage that the foreigners sell in the convenience store, they don't even eat. They only buy it because they know that that's what we like. That's why you should never eat no food out of convenience store. Go to their store. They don't have none of those. Go into an international store and go to their snack aisle and see what type of candies you see. They ginger based with honey and shit like that. It ain't no whole bunch of chocolate shit. If it is, it's dark ass chocolate that tastes like dirt and earth. Right, 007, no fucking Skittles. You won't see those Starbursts or nothing close to it. Let's Google peaches health benefit for my nephew real quick. Yeah, no annihilators. That's what I'm telling y'all. A lot of dried fruit. Like my son, and my granddaughter, them motherfuckers addicted to fruit snacks and candy. When I be having the fruit that the candy tastes like in the house, they'll let the fruit go bad. This for nephew. Peaches are, you growing an avocado tree? Go ahead, Juan. He's growing avocados. His name is Juan Leon. I've got to put a tariff on it. Tariff on Juan Leon's avocados. You're going to pay 25%. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I had to hit you with that. Juan Leon, if you growing some, we're going to put a tariff on Juan Leon, y'all. 25. Peaches are delicious and nutritious fruits that offer numerous health benefits. Here are some of the benefits. Peaches are rich in antioxidants, including vitamin C, beta carotene, and polyphenols. These antioxidants help protect the body from free radical damage, reducing inflammation and the risk of chronic disease. It has immune system support. The high vitamin C content in peaches boosts your immune system, helping the body fight off infectious illness. Digestive health. Peaches are a good source of fiber. Now I know this, which promotes regular bowel movements and improves digestion. Lord, do I know that? Whoo, doggy. Every summer, man, when I get some good peaches, I eat more than two. If I eat two, Jesus. Heart health. Peaches contain potassium, which help regulate blood pressure, and fiber, which lower cholesterol levels. Eye health. Beta carotene in peaches convert into vitamin A in the body, which is essential for maintaining healthy eyesight. Skin health. Vitamin C and antioxidants in peaches promote collagen production, leading to healthier and more radiant skin. No, True Roy, you ain't even hear what I was reading. You missed it. You missed it. You came in late. I was saying, you know the reason why? My whole diet consists of zinc. My whole diet. We was just reading. I was like, yeah, I said, let me look at what's high in zinc. Everything I eat, I mean, even the snacks, almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, lamb, chicken and bison, oysters. Yeah, you ain't hear me? Yeah, you missed me. You ain't even hear what I was saying. You left before I was reading it. I was like, let me see what True Raw was saying. I said, let me look at the food that's high in zinc. I ain't realize. That's why I ain't got to take no zinc. I'm eating zinc all the time. Matter of fact, True Raw, you missed it. I was telling them the story about how I eat so many cashews, I have to slow down because I eat so many, they make me sick. It's like I'm getting too much. Like I'm serious. I'm glad you said something about it. I wonder if for real that's what was happening to me. Cause seriously, like I was eating some cashews, I had a big old bag. And I was getting it in. All of a sudden, True Roll, my stomach got the, and I burped like I was eating, but it tasted like eggs, y'all. No bull. I went, what the? Next thing you know, I started throwing up and had to get some of it. But now that I read, now that you told me about zinc, I was thinking about it. I said, I wonder if I overdid it. And my system was like, hold up, motherfucker. You can overdose too. Just like you can drink too much water, you could get too much zinc. And I was like, when I just read it, everything I eat, I don't have nothing in my house that ain't rich in it. That's what's crazy. From the pumpkin seed, we said they'll put the minerals back in the soil. Yeah, but true rule, it said oysters is high in zinc. I had that and some crabs and lobster the other day. I had a bag of cashews that morning and this morning. I ate like all the, I'm like, me and Barry, everything we eat got ground lamb or ground bison. Like, I think that's not a supplement my body really lacking in. That's why when I go to the doctor, they say I'm good. I've never taken any supplements. I ain't never need to. my body ain't never felt like I need. Oh, for real, whenever I feel certain, but they do add minerals. Yeah, I know me. I do everything in moderation. Yeah, you got to. Auntie, I heard you. I'm not taking it. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm like my dad. He don't take nothing because I'm good. He good. I'm all right. Calm down. Can I do me, please? Thank you. You do me. I appreciate it. If I feel like that's what I need, I get at it. I don't need that. I'm all right. I'm feeling good, strong and powerful. I still can knock a peck of wood, slam off his feet. Uh, I'm good. I can still knock a peck of wood, clean out his shoes. I'm good. Yeah. But how the hell you think I made a man? I ain't walking around sickly. I'm fine. You'll ever hear me complain. But I told you, I go to the doctor regularly. They even say, damn, you're in good health, Mr. Smith. Like, mama, I know. I know where I know my genes. I know my pedigree. My father's sitting in the house. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Shit. I mean, ain't nothing physically wrong with him. Much love to my dad. We some of the healthiest Smiths. Now my uncles and them, they ass need to take some zinc. And plus, really, a lot of us healthy because we don't. A lot of us healthy on my father's side because they didn't do a lot of shit. My mom's side, they did a lot of shit. I think Virginia known for peanuts, believe it or not. Definitely tobacco. For real. My father's side, that's why I don't buy regular limp. Seriously, that's what we was just talking about, True. You gotta go to the Whole Food joint. An old Ukrainian man told me you gotta go to these stores and buy organic shit that costs more money. I went into what's that shit? Trader Joe's. I went to Trader Joe's, y'all. I walked in that motherfucker. Just like True Roy said, I could smell the fruit. I smelled the strawberries. Hey, y'all, I smelled some strawberry. Long. I said, damn. Somebody went, what? I said, I smell the strawberries. I said, what you mean? I said, Slim, I don't smell strawberries no more. I know what strawberries smell like. I don't smell them no more. And I mean, True, that shit hit me. Mm. I don't eat strawberries, y'all. I don't like strawberries. They definitely don't taste good now. But they was never that sweet to me. I was always a cherries person. But I love the smell of them joints. True Roy, right on that. I do know that certain fruits don't have a smell. And if, like, If you get the grocery store, the reason I said you gotta buy the organic shit is hit or miss. It'll be some of the regular shit. You can smell it, buy it. A lot of that shit, if you can't smell it, don't buy it. If it's tangerines, if you don't smell that smell, tangerine rinds got a smell, y'all. Did you know that most of the smell in a tangerine and in the orange and in the lemon is in the rind? It's in the rind. You're supposed to smell it. Y'all notice flies don't land on fruit no more? Who noticed that? Anybody notice that? Anybody notice that? Dale said, good call. Hey, Dre, me too. I went, damn, these Jones look good, and there's never no bugs out there. You gotta get the look, if you can get fruit, get it organic. If you can't get it organic, try to go to an open market or a farmer's market where they sell, where you on a farm and they selling fruit. And you should be able to smell it. And like True Royal say, a lot of times, you know the fruits that's supposed to be large. The smaller the better. The smaller the better. Just like chicken. The smaller the chicken, the better. Yeah, chicken ain't no great big ass bird. Jumbo. There is no jumbo chicken wings. That chicken is on steroids. There is no jumbo chicken. Even Cornish hens, Diesel Mike getting bigger. Y'all remember Cornish hens, the little now Cornish hens, you like, that's not no damn Cornish hen. A lot of this shit is genetically modified. And if it's not directly genetically modified, it's fed something that's genetically modified, which is like the same thing, right? Onions. Yeah, so I know somebody told me they do that, putting onions in their socks or some shit like that. I'm not gonna do all that old crazy shit, but hey, it's worth a shot. I guess do it. Yeah, some people do that. Some people, yeah, I know somebody said they do that. I'm not gonna do no shit like that. People like what the ancestors did. I don't care. I don't. I really don't. I believe in the evolution of science. I'm gonna trust this motherfucker that had enough discipline to go to school when I didn't. So, it's like, hey, I know how to give people their problems. Like, this ain't my area. This not my area of expertise. I know my arm hurt. DC Precise. I know it's still real, but I'm not buying that shit. Yeah, I know a lot of people do. Like, I'm not knocking them. That's just not me. I'm not doing no shit like that. I'm not scared to die. That's not me. I'm gonna go on my terms. This will be my terms, for real. I ain't worried about none of that shit. I know I'm going on my terms. That's why I do what I do without fear, cause this is what I want to do. Sure. That's how my mom passed. It was on her terms. She was doing what she wanted to do. She was what, 19 years old in college. She was 18, 19, her second year. Me and shit. She was eight. Yeah, she was 18. She just turned 18. I was about to turn 3. That was 1980. She died. So that's how I always been. Like, long as I'm healthy, I'm gonna do everything I can to be healthy. This, that, and the third. I ain't worried about. I'm doing that shit on my terms, and I ain't gonna complain. Hey, fuck it. It's what I want to do. It's what I want to do. That's the thing. That's what I'm all about, man. Do what you do. Do what you. Don't hurt nobody. Love your people. Love your family. Take care of each other the best you can. And man, I can't dictate what you love. I can't. I can't. Long as what you love don't hurt nobody, and I hope it don't hurt you. Like True Roy, I give you some tidbits here and there, and there you go. Or some stuff right there. Here, do this, do that. How I feel about Maya? Oh yeah, she was. She was a bad lady, auntie. She was a bad, bad lady though. I used to have dreams about my mother for a while. Man, that Gloria, that is 1980. Shit, damn, that's 45 years ago. That's 45 years ago. Time be sorry, Ben was old. Now, she got grandkids. She got great grandkids. That's what my job supposed to be. Do that. That's why like I say, I ain't eating no damn pork. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. I'm not. Fuck that, because it is about longevity. Look, Trevor was talking about the sour sop. We're sitting here right here with that say right there. Oh no, I'm here. I know what to do now. I know what to do now. Shit. I know this. I know people need to leave Al Green and Jasmine Crockett alone. I feel like wasn't nothing wrong with what he did. They about to cut Social Security. People gonna be in the street. Yeah, she was my mother. But I can't control when she passed. And she passed. I ain't really know her. I spent more years without her than I did with her. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I appreciate it. But for me, I look at it like, it was gonna happen when it was gonna happen. That was the time that it happened. That's why I'm not a religious person. So I don't believe in it. I'm like, who gonna tell me everything happened for a reason? The Lord did. That's why I don't believe in that. I'm like, so you mean to tell me it's a scenario that I'm better off without her? I don't believe that, but it is what it is. Because eventually, it's like everything has an ending. It's a beginning and an ending. I'm old enough to know that. And when I was young enough to learn that. And that was the thing. That was the thing. What the fuck? Just like Dale was saying, Dale's father died when he was 8. You learn early. It's a beginning and an ending. That's why I let my kids know. I let them know, man, I'm not going to be here forever. You better take the lessons I give you. That's why I do so much with them. Oh, why you and your son go? That's why I laugh when these trolls, oh, he be posting he going somewhere with his son. They don't even get it. They don't get it. But I do. I'm not stupid. See? Now, Spidey, I'm sorry for your loss. That's fresh. You got the norm. You grew up most of your life with him. It was really no point where I was conscious where I could. My mother being dead was what I knew. You know what I'm saying? Like the grass is green, the sun come out, mom is dead. And you could spin it any way you want. Oh, she's an angel in heaven. Man, we living in the projects, man. Dad is working his ass off. We don't have an apartment. This is not the idea. They went from having an apartment as teenagers to him having to live with his grandmother, his great grandmother. No, that was my great grandmother. So his grandmother. Right, yeah, it hurt. It hurt. Period. When both his parents gone. If you're an only child, it hurt. Period. Or brothers, sisters, because they lost to all their parents too. But it's something we all gotta go through. Don't make me special. Mine just happened earlier. I just had, yeah, exactly. So appreciate the time that you here. That's what my mother taught me. That's what I learned from my mother. She didn't have to die to teach me that, but that was one of my takeaways as a father. Every time. That's why, yeah, me and Barry at wrestling events. But if anything, now I'm gonna try my best to make sure nothing happens. But if anything happened before he become a grown man, I know one financially he'll be fine, and two, it's gonna hurt, but he gonna have memories to be able to hold on. Whether it's this channel, people talking to him, my other family, you know. Oh, see, that's different, like. But that's well, no, that's saying I ain't know my mom that well. I respect her memory, but I really didn't know her. She died when I was 2. Was wild as I can remember everything after that. It felt like after that, you can remember some shit. So that's why I'm not no big old. Well, the Lord, that's why I'm not no religious person. That's why I don't got no real. People be like the Bible. Oh, man, that's a book. It make you a better person, or if it make you a better person, fine. Knock yourself out. I'm not mad at you. As long as you using it to liberate yourself, I have no problem with your religion. I have nothing to do with that. I do not believe in none of that shit. My feet is on the ground. You're gonna live. You're gonna die. What you gonna do in between all of that? Because you only got a short time. Be impactful, my friend. Be impactful. Be impactful. That's my advice. That's the only, in my opinion. That's how I've always carried it. Everybody notice everybody else will say if I die and go to heaven. I never say that shit because I'm going in the ground. That's the only place I'm going. Man, it's got to be a heaven, yeah. If it is, they know what's going on, yet they still don't want to come down and help. Look, let me tell you something. I'm not waiting for none of that shit. Mike, honestly, no. I've said that several times. No. I've made that abundantly clear plenty of times. No, I don't believe in none of that. No. Uh-uh. No, I don't. I don't mind people who do, but I don't. I don't. I don't mind people who do. I grew up in a family full of people who do, which is why I don't. Here, I don't even think about what heaven looked like. I don't. Heaven look like here, just like hell look like here. Heaven can be here if you make it heaven. Hell can be here if you make it hell, or you let it become hell, or you let things around you burn the fuck down. Hell could be right here, but heaven could be right here too. Everything you need and everything you want is right here for the life that you can live. All the fruit, all the vegetables, all of this could be heaven, but it could also be hell. I wouldn't say none of that shit anti-hero. I say I don't believe in none of that shit. Is what I say. I say I'm one of them people who feet on the ground. And you can't tell me you can't use your Bible, you can't use your religion, and you can't use nothing that you believe in. You can't tell that 2-year-old little boy God has a plan for your mother where you didn't need him. As a 47-year-old man, I really will tell you fuck you now. I will tell you fuck you. Kiss my ass. You can't tell. I'm not gonna look my 7-year-old, my nephew when he was 7. Somebody just shot my motherfucking brother and killed him. Well, the Lord wanted him to be an angel. I'm not gonna say no shit like that. I'm no. Uh-uh. No. And you can't look at him now as a grown man and say no shit like that to him. Cause guess what he'd tell you? Fuck you. My little brother LJ, son named Little LJ. And I got another great nephew named LJ. And every time I look on Facebook on my brother's birthday, it's a picture of my brother. And then I see pictures of my nephew when he was here and I was help raising him, and he looking like my brother I grew up with. And you telling me, man, we're heaven at. Heaven was 1984 with my brothers. That was heaven. Where was hell? 2007 when my brother died. It's all love. I, y'all believe what y'all believe, and I respect that. That's why I say, as long as you using it to liberate our people, I'm with you. But don't drag me into that and don't start getting me to talking none of that, because I don't believe none of that. Them joints are stories for you to get morals from to make you a better person. And that's cool. And that's cool too, Dre. I'm not mad at that. I said that. I'm not mad at that. Some people need stuff to believe in. Some people need stuff to believe in. That's what I'm saying. People, not some, people, period, need stuff to believe in. I understand that. That's what we believe ain't what we can prove. And I'm like, prove it. Nigga, prove it. Proof in the pudding. It's right here. It's already written down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to wonder if. Right. And I remember hearing all them old Bible scriptures as answers to questions that just know was really political. And that's when I got to know, no, it's just a cracker in the White House. And he done cut some of the funding. And you 80 years old and mom is dead. And dad working and trying, and he had to drop out of high school to take care of me. And my all of my maternal and paternal grandparents, most of them was dead before I was born. So it's like a whole middle generation gone. When I speak of grandparents, I talk about great grandparents and great great. Them who I grew up, so I know my lineage. So I lean on that and my family and my bloodline and what they've been through. I lean on that. That's what I lean on. And some of the phenomenal accomplishments that they made and sacrifices that they made for me to be here through the adversity that they lived through. And all of them had the same thing in common. They all prayed up to something in the sky that did not help them on the ground. And maybe, just maybe, if some of us, at least one generation of us, worry about what's on the ground and worry about what come later, maybe we'll make some progress. I'm just saying. Again, I believe in fighting like my enemy. They don't believe in no God. Why would I handicap myself by believing in one? They ain't got no morals in a fight. Why the fuck am I gonna handicap myself by being moral in a fight? They delete one of us. We supposed to delete two of them. I'm not gonna handicap my kids with none of that either. I refuse to handicap my kids with that. I want them to do as much as they can while they alive. We focusing too much on dead people doing stuff. They not gonna get it done. Ain't nothing coming back to save us, all right? You know where the souls are? In you. Waiting for your dead mind to come back to life and save us. You think it's some angel or some crazy shit like that coming to get you. It's not. It's you. You the soul. You the angel. Be angelic. You the damn angel. You waiting for everything else to save you when you got everything, even if it is a God according to him. Motherfucker, I gave you everything you need. That's why I ain't helping you. You ever think that? Motherfuckers want me to believe in God, do that. Motherfuckers can't even agree on which God to believe in. They arguing about that. Meanwhile, the Peckerwood know which God they believe in, money, and they whooping our ass. Beating us over the head. Peckerwoods doing that, crackers doing this crack. We arguing about who too black, who ain't black enough. No. We lunching. And shit done got out of hand. I just heard somebody say that a black woman putting on a sister girl act. What do that mean? Oh, she going to Congress to do her sister girl act. Hold up. You sound like the cracker. She's conveying a message the way that she feels the most comfortable. We got a lot of people that get up there and articulate bullshit. I would rather her be as straight to the point, cut dry, so everybody at home understands. That's why the Peckerwood mad at Jasmine Crockett. Even the lowest Peckerwood know what she's saying. You can call her ghetto all you want, but you know what the fuck she's saying. At least she getting her point across. Again, y'all can you want Candace Owens up there talking? She can articulate real well. She can articulate real well. What you want? Candace Owens up there talking? She can talk like how white people want her to project. Or maybe, just maybe, we don't need that right now. Maybe we do need a sister to put everybody in check. Cause motherfuckers acting like bitches. If motherfuckers didn't act like cowards, she wouldn't have to be the damn one to step up. So, no, man, no, no, no. Even according to your own religion, I'm more religious than you, and I don't even believe in the shit. Cause I ain't waiting for nothing to come back and get me. I ain't waiting for nothing to come from the sky. And I don't suggest you do it either. But that's what you need to get through the day. And if you do that for me and you think that's helping, I ain't mad. My daddy pray for me all the time. No, I don't believe in that shit. And he tell me that. He say, I know you don't believe in it, but I pray for you all the time. So you damn right. I don't. But I appreciate it. I love you. I know you love me and you think you doing something. I just wish you took the rest of that time to just come down with me. Nah, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to do. No, we involved already. I'm just trying to give y'all a warning. By the summertime, shit gonna get fucked up. Remember I tell y'all by September 17th, shit gonna be funny. That's my prediction. Shit gonna be real funny. And we gonna I'm scared. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm scared. I know people I love gonna die. It's what it is. I've been dealing with that most of my life, but I knew it's gonna be a point. It's a point, a time in your life where you reach a certain age. A lot of the people you love start passing and going, and I know, like this 4 years, a lot of people we know gonna die. If you don't believe me, it's already starting. But I'm talking about people I know. And that shit, yeah. I know people living on Social Security and VA benefits. I know people that work for the government and lost their job that they went to work every day for. And I got aunts that retired from the government. I got people, close family, friends, and family who moms retired from the federal government. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm worried. I keep saying I'm worried, and I understand people are religious, but that shit ain't gonna help them. It ain't gonna bless all of them with a check to pay the rent. I'm sorry, but you prayed, and all of a sudden that check happened. Nah, that ain't what happened. That's not what happened. That's, that's not what happened. You got lucky, or you worked your mojo. It came out in your favor, and you gave the glory to God. Okay, cool. But you did all the work. I just want you to know. I'm proud of you. You can get a glory to God, but LVZ is proud of you. How about that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You get a glory to God, but LVZ is proud of you. Why? Because you did the damn work. You could have just sat there. Oh, Jesus gonna make a way. Jesus gonna make okay. No, he won't. What's gonna make a way is the eviction day. No, what's gonna make a way? The eviction judge. No, what's gonna make a way? The sheriffs. Who's gonna make a way? You on the sidewalk. I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see that. That's why people, man, what you think heaven look like? I don't. People not living on the sidewalk. What heaven look like to you, LVZ? Kids getting a good education. What heaven look like to you, LVZ? No nuclear bombs. You really want to know? I'm really like it. My other side. This is my the cynical, the cynic in me will never die. But there is a side of me that hopes and wishes for better things. And when I talk about what heaven looked like to me, and I say heaven could be hit, that's what I mean. Heaven to me is, why am I looking at the news and they arguing about Russia and here? Why are we fighting with people? Why are you trying to take people's land? Oh my God. Why do people, why is this? And then I study history, not the Bible. I study history. And it comes down to one thing and one thing only. Let me show you what it comes down to. It always comes down to one thing. Because the Bible did not have all the answers that I was looking for. I'm not going to lie. I was looking for more current answers. Now, you might have wanted answers from 1977 AD. I just wanted something from 1965. I go back to the 1500s. I'm not, after that, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. I don't care. It is just so I don't care. Some people just need to tell the damn truth. Why you tell the truth? Why you care? I don't. I don't. I just don't care. That's my candor. Life is too short to be worrying about that bullshit. I don't care. It's that simple. Really, I don't give a fuck. What man back here? Now, no one's riding on chariots. Not worried about that. I like the tidbits of history. I do. And I do know the stories. I told you I grew up in a religious family, which is why I'm not religious. Again. That be a lesson to y'all. Some of the kids in your family, you can just guard them to the point where they like, look, I just want y'all to understand it is possible that you can guard kids to the point where they like, all right, no. I'm not, and I never wanted to be like that with my kids, and I never did that. Well, like you ain't never, man, I ain't never take my kid to nobody church. None of that. I ain't hear nobody preaching no bullshit. No. It always, whenever I read and I look at history that matters to me now, it comes down to one thing. Pro KKK. Henry Ford, right. Henry Ford was basically pro Nazi. Right. Well, she is too. She's a devil. And that's what I'm saying, man. That's why it's certainly like the Nation of Islam. I like how they do it. How True Royal and Lisa do with Hebrew Israelites. I like how they do. You see what I'm saying? They using it in terms of now, which is liberating our people. I can get down with that. You know what I'm saying? Whether I agree with it or whether that's a part of my belief or not. I do believe our people need to be free. Because I don't believe we free. But I never did. I never did. And part of the reason we ain't free, like the book say, lack of knowledge. And how we reject knowledge. And that's when I thought about it. I said people don't even pay attention. You won't listen to a doctor. That's rejecting knowledge. Do they always know what they talk about? No. That's why, yes, you do question and you ask and you do this and you do that and you do some research and you ask about this and you ask about that. And I'm quite sure if it's a good doctor, they'll tell you. If it's a bad doctor, you paying for them. Get them the fuck out of there and get the one you want. It's one that agrees with you. And if it ain't one that agree with you, then it's you. You don't know what you talking about. Maybe try what they say. Cause they the ones that went to school. Right. RFK Jr. ain't even a doctor. I'm talking about a real doctor. But the first thing, you gotta be smart and you gotta understand that we are at war. So yes, when you go to the doctor, no, you don't want a white doctor. And don't be scared to say, can I have a black doctor, please? If they ain't got one, look for the one that's closest to you in your community. If not, look for the next racially minority close one you can. And that's what you're gonna have to do. And see what they say. And if they say the same thing the white doctor saying, you like, well, I guess I was wrong, but at least I got a black doctor. And it's okay. Man, the doctor was sitting up there getting on me about not vaccinating Jabari. Man, I wasn't gonna sit up there and say, what my dumb ass gonna say to her? What am I gonna say to her about medicine? I don't know. Smoke a J and wrap my arm up. That's the best I'm gonna do. I'm not finna sit up there and be arguing. I'm gonna listen. That's me. I told people I'm different. I'm not fuck I look like sitting up there arguing somebody went to school all their life to do something. But no, they just want me to die. Man, it's a lot of fucked up shit in this world. And there's a lot of fucked up people out there. And yes, some of them are in the medical field. We got proof. We know. Most of them ain't doing that shit though. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna use some moniker of common sense. Ain't gotta agree with everything, but that's just how I'm rolling. Now, I let people do what they do. I know I'm not doing that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. I ain't saying you gotta do what I do. Just I'm saying I ain't doing that shit you doing. Why? Cause my shit been working. Doing it. I know ever since a baby, especially after my mother died. Ever since my mom died, anything went wrong with me, my father took me straight to the fucking hospital. He ain't do none of that. And I had a great great grandma. Now, if it was a cut, she'd put witch hazel and all that good shit on it and mend me back to health. If it was a cut or a cold, but if it was something serious, serious, Gerald, take that boy to the doctor. You better. I remember my grandma taking me to get my shots. Gerald, he gotta. The boy needed shots, Gerald. Bro, what's up, bro? Right. Shit. Our mom. Twan. Remember your mom took us to get our shots for school. Me and Twan went and got our shot. Man, you say that. I'm just saying, I ain't really deviate. I don't eat everything that they eat. But, man, my father talking all that shit now. All his kids was vaccinated. He don't have a kid that's not vaccinated. The only kid that's not been vaccinated was Jabari. He literally just got his vaccine. Twan, they said that measles shit broke out. They said a kid around Capitol Heights called Jabari was in the hospital the next day. Twan, that's what I was thinking about. Bro, you know East Street movie theater closing down, right? You know they closing East Street movie theater. I meant to call you and Shanae and tell y'all that. I was watching I was watching the news and I said, oh yeah, they closing East Street movie theater. East Street Cinema. They about to close it. Yeah. 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 They about to close East Street. Well, I hope they ain't closed it already. I meant to. I seen that shit on the news. I was like, oh, let me call bruh and sis. I know they gonna be like, what, huh? Maryland, Southern Maryland. Look, bro. Yeah, yeah, bro. I remember my brother used to come home from over the jump. Oh, she ain't work down there. I thought you was working at both joints at the same time, bro. I remember you used to work at that joint. Oh, well, you ain't got to worry about the measles. Your grown ass probably got a shot. It's the kids that you got to worry about. Like my nephew, my niece, stuff like that. It's the babies that the measles kills them. You dig? Ain't nobody got time to be. This shit supposed to be dead. Yeah, that was the valet. Okay, okay, okay. So it's just you at the East Street thing. Dang. Yeah, you good. You 24. You gonna get a hella bad rash and probably fucked up. You believe people are mad because Braun checked Stephen A. I mean, people ain't mad. Only dickheads is mad. Is fake mad because Braun told the truth. Oh, so it was you and bruh at the job. Damn it. Yeah, man. About to close the jump. I told everybody when I looked at the picture that Braun was pressing him out over his son. I said, man, any man with a son, that's gonna be my brother and me pressing motherfucker coach. We would press a coach like that over my nephew. That's why I got stuff. I tell him, nah, I'm not gonna come to your son game. Why? Cause I'm gonna press the coach. I'm gonna press the coach. I get emotional. That is our kids. But the coach trying to do a job. I understand. I will be a distraction. Or I interject and be dad, and the coach won't be able to coach. So it's not good to do that. Not unless the coach is family. Now, if the coach is family, you won't care. If the coach is family, honestly, it's harder on the kid. Because you're going to want the family to be harder on the kid. But nah, Stephen A ain't even no coach. I want y'all to think about what Stephen A is. Imagine you at a game. I want y'all to think about this. Yeah, because Skip ain't a hater like everybody think. Um, he's just a white man. Um, I want y'all to imagine this. Imagine you're at the basketball game, you watching your son play, right? He's even if he don't get a lot of minutes, then he get in miss a layup. He a bum. Fuck that bum. Get that bum out of here. Man, what is father teaching him? What is it? At what tell me who in here wouldn't knock him out? Press 1 if that man getting the beats by Dre. Press 2 if you just going. Stephen A. Look at my brother. That man getting the beats by Dre. Right. DSA, come on. Somebody gonna get the beats by Dre. Hey, my man, you need to chill the fuck out. Stephen A is literally the paid version of that. He's paid to do that on national TV. Who got a problem with what LeBron did again? Guaranteed they don't got no kids. And if they do, they don't live with them. And y'all, this how y'all know he checked them good. Stephen A talked about it, right? He ain't get bucked. And then on top of that, he ain't say what he gonna do and all of that shit. Whatever LeBron said, Stephen A knew. Right. I was Twan, you know what? You know I was never mad at LeVar Ball and even. You know my only thing was, hey bro, look, I ain't mind when LeVar Ball was talking good about his son. That's what he supposed to do. I ain't had no problem. My whole thing was, bro, why you selling these shoes for so high? That was my own. Really, that was my only criticism. Bro, why you selling these shoes for so high? We would have bought the big ball, especially they was $65, $70. They'd have been the number one shoe. We still be wearing big baller, the mellow version right now. We be wearing LaMelo big baller brands right now. My biggest problem was my only criticism, y'all. Right, I wanted to buy a pair, but they was too much. David, David. But the difference between Kwame Brown and Bronny James was this. One guy got drafted number one overall. The other guy got drafted after a cardiac arrest 2 years ago. He literally putting up the same numbers. Look, Nick Wright did a thing today. Bronny James is playing, as far as rookies concerned, he's literally everywhere he's supposed to be. He like 56 in minutes played, 56 in games played, 60th in points, 39th in steals, some shit like that. Jalen Hood Schifino, who was a number one draft pick the year before last, he averaged 22, 5, and 5. Bronny averaging 21, 5, and 5 in the G League. Bro, no, niggas is just haters, bro. That's all it is, bro. Niggas just hate like bitches. Tired of that shit. That's why niggas just be hating, though, bro. Niggas don't what? You know what I noticed about niggas, Twan? Me and my brother could relate to this. You know why a lot of times I got into fights in school? Because I had a father in the house. You know why a lot of times my brother got into fights in school? Because he had a father and a brother in the house. I realize this. Niggas be jealous of niggas who have fathers. I don't know what that shit is about. And it's like the more he love his kid, the more they hate that nigga. Swear to God. Niggas used to hate Sugar Ray. Niggas used to hate on Sugar Ray. Niggas used to hate on Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray used to have Lil Ray with a bird wear. Sugar Ray used to have Lil Ray with a Murray wear. See, Twan? Niggas be jealous as shit of us. Nigga, I don't got no father. Well, who the fuck is this nigga in the house with my mother when I go home? Twan, that's what you should tell. Well, who the fuck is this nigga in the house with my mother when I go? That me and all my brothers call dad. Cause y'all gotta understand, it was one point in time, and our family wasn't nothing but boys till our sister Camille was born. And then, like a year after that, our other brother was born. So it was like no girls in our family except Camille and Latrice, our cousin's daughter. Like it was no girls in our family. The shoes was expensive and cheap. I had no real criticism on LeVar Ball. I like LeVar Ball. Was I told niggas, I said, I don't know about y'all, what kind of father y'all got. Our father brag on us. Yeah, see? What I tell y'all? I told you. My brother had to fight because niggas jealous we got father. You ain't got no father. And then the first motherfucker had to come up there was our father. See? Damn, that's horrible. DSA, you know why they said that? You know why he said that? Because all his father do is come to those basketball games. I swear to God. And if his son is actually good, he come there just so he could brag on how good his son is. All the shoes, all the clothes, all that the mother do. They don't go. Him and his father don't go nowhere. They don't do nothing. That wasn't me. That wasn't me and my brothers and sisters' lives. That was not our life. It's not how we grew up. Cause he died. Cause he died. Cause James Jordan, they killed him. You can't hate on a nigga no more than killing him. Lord Earl Woods. Somebody killed. Don't get me to speculating, Dre. Somebody, so you had somebody knocking at my door. Hey, let me talk to LeVar Smith. Seems like you know a lot. Oh, football. Oh, okay, okay. Same difference. Still come to them games to see his son be Saquon. That be the football dads be worse. I know. DSA. No, DSA. That's what's funny. I'm basing it off of football dad. I saw it. Our cousin Ray ran a football club. And I had a nigga out there with his son, like his son was good. And he was out there every day with his son. And I swear to God, I was out there every day with Jabari. But everybody knew at the end of the jump, I'm gonna buy them snacks, and I buy the kids a box of little Debbie's twine and shit like that, or buy them a whole bunch of candy, let them have that at the end of the jump. They be eating it at the end of the practice. They be sice, and they watched like Jabari grew, playing, got good, and all of that. Cause I was working with him in the house and shit like that. But it wasn't no, oh, you got to be the best. Yeah, no, I just wanted them not to get hurt and have fun. So I told them the Dwight Freeney spin move, y'all. And y'all, Jabari was fucking nigga. They couldn't block him. They played a scrimmage. Jabari did that joint on the first play, spent through two motherfuckers, stripped the running back, picked up the ball, and stood there. And I'm like, run! He stood there. He just stood there with the ball. Okay. Run. He ain't know what he did. Swan. Swan, he ain't know what he did. Cause y'all, he didn't watch football. He ain't none of that. And I said, you want to play? He said, yep. Okay. Look, he got out there and look, they doing the tackling drill. He wrapped that motherfucker out. Ray said, that's the fuck I'm talking about. You need to do that every time. You're getting away with too much. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. But that proves something too, I be saying. Kids love discipline for real. Kids love discipline. They do. They love being checked. A lot of times, you know what you're doing when you check your kid at home? You stop them from getting beat up at school. Because if you don't check your kid at home, he go to school, be a little dickhead. They going to jump him. We're going to jump this nigga. I don't know what they teach this nigga at home. We can teach this nigga a beat down. So this just for guys who don't know. Check your kids. If not, they getting jumped. Just, it's a fucked up word. Twan, they gonna make his ass read these Nikes. Ryan Clark keep missing the point talking about Braun was wrong for checking Stephen A. Yeah, yeah, Ryan Clark is missing the point. Twan, we read them motherfuckers. So, Twan, that kid could be reading these Nikes. Better teach that little nigga. He gonna run up on one of our kids, get his ass. He gonna learn some discipline then. Hey, Twan, why I take Jabari to the doctor? They say, look, the lady say, he gonna be probably like 6'3" after this growth spurt. I'm like, fuck, I gotta buy clothes. So she said, does anybody hit you in your chest? And he said, what? No, nobody hits me in my chest or no shit. Jabari got mad at shit. No, nobody hit me. My damn chest. Bro, Jabari got mad. I said, that's my man. Fuck you, man. You might think I'm a sucker. All right, hit me. That's what she said to him. She said he gonna be around 6'3". Twan, remember how small Doodles was? Y'all don't know. That's what fucking Twan. Bro, I ain't even think I was hoping he'd be as tall as me. See, he'd probably be tall as Charisma. Bruh, this little nigga. Y'all don't understand. Twan said Jabari was like this big, y'all. Jabari was like big. It was so pocket size. Like you could have him like nothing. He was the tiniest little thing. So tiny. He looked like a tiny grown ass man too. That was my man. He was so tiny though, y'all. I'm 6 feet. My brother 6'1", 6'2". My other brother 6'1", 6'2". My cousins and my uncles like 6'3", 6'4". So yeah, it's some genes. Yeah, you can be taller than all of us. You 6'1", Swab. You 6 feet what? Or 6 feet and a half. Twan like a half an inch taller than me. Our dad like 5'11" and a half. Nah, dad. Damn, Twan. She said Barry 5'3". That nigga's all slumped down. Stand up. That nigga like 5'4". You be taller than everybody. Except we the same damn height. Yeah. So yeah. Well, Jamar taller than both of us. Jamar Charisma is the tallest people. It used to be Troy. Now it's Troy, Jamar Charisma. You got my text, bruh? Did you get my text about Troy? I forgot to ask you that too. I'm gonna hit you once we get off. Pop 6'6". Piss me off, bro. I know. I said, man, my brother gonna cuss him out. Like, what? You ain't gonna? I said, nah. I'm gonna let my brother cuss him out this time. I know my brother gonna cuss him out. I said, that's the reason he ain't called me. I'm not gonna cuss him out. Juvie wasn't even tripping. He wouldn't take no money and nothing, bro. He said, I'm just hurt, man. He said, I'm just disappointed, man. That's all. He said, I just hope he get all the help he need, man. I just can't help him like that no more, bro. Wow, shit. Since I got my brother on here, we gonna talk about some bullshit. Cause my brother know about this. My brother got me turned on to this shit. I ain't like none of this shit until I spent time out with my brother. So Twan, what about the full extra dude? Man? What about him? I like him, but I don't like him. Cause I think the brother needs to calm his black ass down. What is that? Right. Do y'all know who full extra is? I see why they call him extra. He's really earning that name. Brother need to calm down, man. This is crazy. Yeah, you can't get mad. He is who he is. Yeah. He definitely aptly named. Damn. That brother. You got the shit. I don't even want to eat. I call them crustaceans around him. I'm gonna eat me some crustaceans. What nigga? You said crab, nigga? Nah, homie. Lamiko. That's exactly who he is, though. Nigga, this Vernon Ave, nigga, we can get it cracking, nigga. Ah, damn, brother. Because different races, it's gotta be special. It's gotta be somebody special crazy. This just makes me laugh. Right. This nigga 4 extra. Like, this nigga is crazy. I said, man, let me enjoy this nigga before they shoot him. Somebody said, what? I said, well, it's obvious what has to happen, right? This nigga 75 and 0. According to him, this man's 75 and 0. Am I lying, Twan? This man's 75 and 0. I got to have my heater. This, see what I mean? That's why I said, Twan, brother need to calm down. Look at that. I want the brother to make money. All he got to do, and I hate Adam 22. That white bastard always do that. He set these black people up, y'all, to get killed. He set them up telling these stupid ass stories, Twan. Get them out here on there. Yeah, nigga, I shot my... So, what's the story? I heard you shot like 15 Crips. So, yeah, nigga, I was banging on him. What about what you think? Then they just throw other niggas' name. What you think about 4X? Man, I don't know. You know, 4X. I was up in the pen, but my homie Big Psycho from that blood gang, he beat him down. Yeah, that's all he is. He a new DJ Vlad, man, and he get these young brothers and he get them up here to promote gang culture. He turned really what a DJ Vlad and a Jerry Springer at the same time. That's a way to describe No Jumper. It's a rap DJ Vlad. It's a rap version of Jerry Springer. But the problem is the shit spill over to the streets. And he don't and the white boy don't never take no backlash from it. It's always the black dudes that at the end of the day they suffer the consequences. Right. Yeah. Right, Twan. And then think about Twan. At the end of the day, they end up shooting at each other, beating each other up. And this Peckerwood just use all that shit for content and get rich. That's why the other dudes left. The other dudes caught on to it. That's why the other dudes left. With China Mac fake ass. But that's why the other dudes left. Excuse me. Because that's the only place he can get away with it. He was up in the Bay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, come on. Twan, that's why I said what I said. That, you know what I'm saying? We better enjoy him now because we already know. And, yeah, China Mac was a culture vulture. Well, nobody even know what China Mac did. He didn't even really rap. Think about what did China Mac do? He just showed up on Vlad. Oh, so we got China Mac out here. Yeah, I used to be selling dope in the black neighborhoods. Cause I couldn't do it in the Chinese neighborhoods. Huh? Do y'all know what that look like? Say what? Motherfuckers, what? All these niggas going on these joints. All these old ass elderly gangbangers. That's what Adam 22 is. And Cam Capone and all them. Them niggas is social security for gangbangers. From going on no jumping. Twan, you see what I'm saying? All that shit is social security for ex gang. Think they don't got no other way. It's like these niggas is just sitting back. Cause if it wasn't for the internet, this shit'd just be old street stories like it's supposed to be. Get no money really. The little money they was giving them. It was thank you, Twan. You just could see me and my brother know. That's like the old head niggas back around the quarters and Southwest and Burry Farms. All them niggas got podcasts and start talking about all the shit they used to do back around when we was little kids, Twan. Oh yeah, man. I remember I used to have this. No, you didn't. You capping like shit. We lived right there. Dad used to chase you away from his plumbing truck. Fuck out of here. You capping. You wasn't doing that. Yeah, it used to be shootouts around here every night. No, it didn't, nigga. My father used to chase y'all niggas from around the back. You see my brother laughing? Cause that's not a joke. Do that shit around our house. Our father was different. Oh yeah, you can hustle and all that shit. Not around our house. We had a different kind of father. You can do all that shit you need. Our kids don't need to see that shit. And you ain't gonna do that in front or around my house. I kick your ass. Tom mother used to open the door, throw water on their ass. The fuck from in front of my house. That's when we lived in the apartments. Fuck is it? No. You ain't doing that. We just no. Niggas out here capping. Yeah, so what would happen, man, we would have the whole block locked down and everybody would come down and bow down and kiss our feet. And I was driving the Rolls Royce. And they do have a Rolls Royce, this, that, and the third. But you ain't got that now. Nigga, you begging niggas for change in front of the liquor store. And here come Cam Capone. He give your Bama ass $5,000. You start snitching on Puffy. Lying about the shit you seen. Oh yeah, I seen it. Puffy had naked girls and dogs and cats and everything. I tell some more lies. Gene Deal, bitch ass. And then you got one for what's the other gang? The 90-year-old gang, but Pyru business. Pyru. When I talk, it's on Pyru business. J Diggs gonna knock his ass out. That nigga stays far away. What's his name? Whack 100. I don't like him because ain't you supposed to be too old to be doing this shit? Thank you, y'all. Yeah, Whack 100. Ain't he too old to be doing? At what point in time is this shit supposed to stop? Nigga, see, that's what y'all East Coast niggas don't know. This pie root. You be Pyru when you 90 years old, nigga. You dead with your rag on, nigga. You don't know about that. Jonathan, you gonna let them do that to me on Pyru, man. Stop that. Right, man. I'm just saying. How old do you gotta be to just stop? Stop. Stop. That's all. You too old to be doing this. He supposed to be checking Adam 22 anyway. He supposed to be telling, look, man, you a white guy. Why are you bringing all these gangsters and shit like that up in here? Eventually, you part of this. Y'all see what I'm saying? You can't keep doing. Eventually, you part of. Yeah. And then some of the shit he doing, like well, shouts out to Ruger. Ruger had to step to him like, hey, look, man, I don't give a fuck. You was playing with folks' mama. She was flirting with me. I don't give a fuck what she was doing. Then you talking about my folks, man. You ain't, man, look, you stepping in the gang shit for real. We can step outside and get the fade. No, I'm not gonna fight you. I wish Ruger just reached the crowd quarter quick jump. Jump like my brother hit this Bama with the long jump. Wow. Catch this Bama. That's what he should have did. For real. I don't know none of that shit. It ain't no gangs where we from. So right, like Franklin Saint. Right, Lamigo. Them niggas in the they a bunch of old Franklin Saint ass niggas. And these white people exploiting the shit out of them. Come on here and tell us all you gay. All them niggas gonna end up like Keefe D dumbass. Locked up for some shit that the police was trying to solve. Cause they keep trying to reminisce, telling stories. That shit, man, that shit supposed to be hood stories and hood legends. If you go to jail for the shit, you can tell it. It's shit Mr. Cornell still ain't tell. And that nigga was on a whole damn documentary. KD. Oh, the Unk dude, the Unk 600 Unk or whatever. Who's KD, bro? I be wanting to, I be wishing I see a clip of somebody just jacking up Adam 22, man, for real. Oh, Keefe D. Yeah. Right. Come on, bro. Yeah, Keefe D is hey young. Young. Now that's some right. This nigga broke and forgot about. But you got away with the murder of one of the probably the greatest rapper of his time. We all wanted to solve that case. Everybody wanted to try to solve that case. You knew, they knew, and you got off. All you had to do was shut the fuck up and never speak on it. But no, you gotta go on interviews, all on the videos. You gotta write a book. You gotta tell everything. All because they was giving you some interview money. Now look, you know what Las Vegas gave you? Charges. Because they still wanted to solve that murder. That was LAPD, you dumbass. Yeah, niggas done jumped on him, tried to beat him up. You seen motherfucker jumped on him, tried to beat him up? Motherfuckers jumped on him, tried to beat him up. All that shit you talked about Tupac. Now look at you. And guess what he said? He said Drake. Remember he said, y'all think Tupac the best rapper. He not. I like Drake. Drake hard. Remember he said that to him? He said Drake hard. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ain't that what he said? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Drake hard. Yep. Drake hard. That's what he said. He said, yeah, Drake. I think Drake the best rapper ever. Yeah, Drake hard. He said that on Vlad. That nigga said hard where? In South Korea? No. He ain't hard no South Korea. Them Koreans will kick his ass. Let me tell you something. Them South Koreans ain't punks like America. The government tried to get overthrown by the government. The protesters went out there. The Bama disarmed a police officer. He took his gun. The military man had his gun on. He walked up to him, took it from him, and then stole him. Go look it up. They had a coup in South Korea. Twan, the shit lasted 6 hours. The people restored the government. They said you won't come down here with that January 6th shit. We'll beat your ass. Them Koreans ain't punks like us. Yeah, they tried to. Cause the president tried some old janky shit. They went to go get his ass. That's what they did, Twan. That's what they did. They not punks. Yeah. Yeah, all the dialogue is very pro plot. And I'm not mad that he pro pop. But they need to let that shit go. Y'all profiting off that man death. The man that we want is dead. The only man that's left alive is Keefy D. Keefy D, swear to God that Puffy paid somebody, but never paid somebody. Puffy was supposed to have it paid, but he had it and never had it and paid. And I'm trying to figure out how he done had it and never had it and paid. When he was supposed to have it and paid. But you know how that go, you know. You sitting up there with them big ass shades. Hey, Twan, what is it about a nigga? They start snitching on themselves. They put on shade. Remember that Nicky Barnes don't Twan? Remember that Nicky Barnes documentary? Why? Why when old niggas get the snitching on themselves and everybody else around them, they put on big ass glasses and start telling? This nigga in the dark. Yeah, we can see your big telling ass. Nicky Barnes in the dark. It's 40 years later, you still hiding. That's some snitching right there. Twan, I don't fuck what you say, bruh. You got to appreciate some snitching like that. If a nigga is mad at you for 50 years, you feel like you got to hide. Twan, I don't give a fuck what you say, Twan. I don't appreciate it. You got to appreciate that kind of snitching. Hey, God, if a nigga tells on you and you mad at that motherfucker for 55 years, that's a telling motherfucker. God damn. Right, exactly. Twan laughed like shit. Twan said, hold on. This nigga, you gotta cut off. This nigga can't, we don't, he a vampire, Twan. This nigga's a vampire. This nigga can't talk to nobody with the lights on, y'all. This nigga's a vampire. Twan, that nigga a vampire. He can't talk to no one with the lights on. Yo, what the fuck? What in the hell is it? I've seen no shit. This is amazing. Bro, what in the hell? I don't know. What's up with niggas this pro-Trump? Man. Yeah, I can't fuck with all the dialogue, man. He's pro buck dancer. Some feel he's masculine. Hey, Twan, that nigga was on the stand with the ninja mask, bruh. We was, hey, my brother, hey, if whenever I wanted to make my brother laugh, he come on my house, I cut that Nicky Barnes joint on and Twana just laugh and laugh and we'll laugh. Cause bruh, y'all, man, that man was on the stand behind a bulletproof glass with a ninja mask on like this. Hey y'all, if we would just laugh, y'all, we was like, God damn. That's a talent, motherfucker. Yes, he had a black KKK hood. It wasn't a mask. It was a KKK style black hood. He was gonna lynch him a nigga today. Twan, what they say they had the Nicky Barnes wing in prison. It was a whole wing. Nicky put God damn. Hey y'all, don't you know how like they'll put like the dead in their show little faces in boxes? That nigga got like 54 niggas locked up, y'all. We was so I was like, God damn. Damn. Just stay away. Leave the streets alone. What he tell him? Twan, Twan, Twan love that shit. Right, Twan said, right, he said, leave the streets alone. Just, you want to talk about, don't talk to me. You want to talk to these kids. Tell these kids, get an education, go to school. And you just leave the streets alone. Hot ass nigga. Y'all go watch that Dame Dash Mr. Untouchable jump. That nigga was proudly snitching. He said, you can't come for the king. Twan, what he say? You can't come for the king. Then you come for the king now. He gonna tell on you. Twan, when you come for the king, gonna tell on your motherfucking ass. That's what he gonna do. Everybody's going to jail. You come for the king. Twan, hey, he was talking gangster. I was like, hold on, nigga, you don't get to talk gangster. It's like, you see, you don't know who you fucketh with. Like, nigga, you just told. No, this. Yeah, I couldn't stop the ship, but I could sure enough stink. I could sink it. Yeah, he told, and he ain't even. His sentence was already there, so he wasn't snitching. Like he could get some time off. That nigga was just snitching to tell on niggas. I'ma tell on these niggas. Cause look, his wife, he was cheating on with his girlfriend. His girlfriend left him. And then his wife that he was cheating on ended up cheating on him while he was gone. So that nigga locked up the mother of his kid, his wife, the nigga she was cheating with, the nigga his girlfriend was cheating with, had his girlfriend head hit. That seriously. He said, wanted me to see. He had my woman. He had my woman. That's why Nicky Bond got 70 motherfuckers arrested and wasn't even promised nothing. That nigga got 70 people arrested. That's the worst thing ever, my nigga. Twan. So why they had 70 people? Bruh. Oh, man. Yeah. He used to laugh like Twan, be like, bro, put that Mr. Untouchable on. He said, look, this nigga trying to talk gangster. You are on the stand with a ninja mask, man. Twan was mad. Oh, yeah. Hey, Twan was mad as shit, yeah. He said, man, bruh, you can't be talking gang. You are on the stand with a ninja mask, man. He was, too. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know no more, y'all. I don't know. And that's why niggas now, it's like Takashi 6ix9ine and shit, like running faucets. Though. The niggas just telling and then make a song about it. I snitched on a nigga, told on us. Got his mama, auntie, and his sister in a jam. I'm a snitch ass. I'm telling nigga. Yeah, I'm telling nigga. I'm telling nigga. Yeah, I'm telling nigga. I'm telling nigga. Niggas singing about snitching, Twan. I'm telling nigga. Yeah, I'm telling nigga. Niggas is ATMs, automatic telling machines. Telling like them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right, these niggas rapping the snitch now. Niggas is trying to be slick. They rapping the snitch now. Freddie hit little Reggie in the head with that Glock. Left his ass dead on the porch by the bus stop. 6:59, he came out the house on the porch. Lit his ass up like a Glock. Lit his ass up with the 40 cal like a torch. Richard's stupid ass was in a Charger Thursday night. They telling you like God, police like this. All right. Then they'd do something stupid. Shouts out to Big Keith, laying bodies on the street. And Big Keith ain't even mad about shit. Big Keith. Twan, these niggas is snitching, bro. Andre, you ain't no square. You're intelligent. That's how we want you to be. The thing is, that's the thing. You know the square is an old nerdy dumb doofus motherfucker who running around here with his nose all snotty, trying to learn the game and won't ask nobody. And he better ask somebody. The thing is this. It ain't about all that. It it's about just being real, man. Just being real, for real. They no, my brother saying Meech told, and my brother ain't gonna give me no bad information. Meech told, man. I looked into what he was showing me, and what he was showing me the truth. Meech told, and guess what? Most of them niggas that ate, most of them niggas told. I don't want to hurt nobody feeling, but most of these motherfuckers gangsters told, right? And they right now they watch my shit. They damn right. I told. I tell again. Fuck you. Yeah, it's true. And guess what they saying? Right now they watching my shit. They like, fuck you, LVZ. I tell right now. I tell on you. And you better be quiet. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, nephew, he ain't lying. Cause he ain't lying. Well, nah, 50, 50 did a whole damn movie snitching. What you mean he dropped snitching? Hold on. Hold on a damn minute. 50 did a whole movie snitch. What do you mean a dry snitch? Or that nigga wet snitched on Supreme? Hey, Twan, wasn't nothing dry about the snitching he did on Supreme. That was wet snitching. He did a whole movie snitching. I'm a snitch or die trying. That was the name of the movie. I'm a snitch or die trying. Get rich even if you got to snitch or die trying. He snitched. He got rich. Tell on him 50. We'll give you a. Who remember 50 Cent from How to Rob the Industry? Who remember 50 Cent first song about robbing the industry? Right. How to Rob with the Mad Rapper. Now, everybody remember that. We didn't hear from him no more. He had just fell off. We didn't hear nothing else from him. He, Dr. Dre knew who he was from How to Rob. So they can't say, oh, Dre discovered him. I was like, we already knew who he was. What, Dre ain't have a radio? I said, no, what really happened was that nigga snitched on Kenneth McGriff. Right. Right after Kenneth, let me see when Kenneth McGriff went to jail. Cause I don't care what nobody that nigga told. When did Kenneth Supreme McGriff go to jail? February 1st, 2007. When did 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying come out? Okay, 2003. He he run with police. You ran from police. Listen, what year did 50 snitch on Kenneth McGriff? I'm, I'm just gonna ask Google. You know. 50 got shot 9 times after the beef with. Now they said 50 got shot after the Ghetto Quran song. When he told the whole story about the Supreme team. When I think about the South Side, I think of the team. All the killers are scared of Prince and respect the cream. For those who don't understand, let me break it down iller. Preem was the businessman. Prince was the killer. So he told the whole story of the hood of Jamaica, Queens. And they said that he got shot for that. Yeah. And Preem had to pop his ass. Cause that's wet snitching, like my man say. You niggas telling this shit. You ET finger ass niggas. What Mac Dre say about that? You niggas going with that ET finger. It's glowing. And you about to phone home. You telling ass nigga. Stop telling. Seahawks signed Sam Darnold. The Jets got Justin Fields. Pittsburgh don't have a quarterback. My brother Twan told Debo, come on down here. Shit, he said, hey, Debo, look, let me tell you something. They about to get rid of you. You might well come go where I'm from, man. They got a quarterback with a rocket arm. They got T Mac. They gonna re-sign Zach Ertz. Russell Wilson plays for the New York Giants. I'm about to get in shape, y'all. I might have to go out Pittsburgh. I might have to do it, y'all. Somebody gotta throw it to DK, man. It was good of you come up here ask me like a woman. Calm down, man. Because who ever been to Philly? Who you talking to? Has who ever been to Philly? Who me? I'm LVZ. I was there at the Rocky statue talking to it like Clubber Lang. I ran up the steps and them steps be sure. I got a cheesesteak at Delisandro. I took my granddaughter and my son to Geno's and Pat's at the same time. Overrated as fuck. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Cheesesteak ain't better than a steak and cheese. My two brothers got arrested in Harlem. I used to go there as a kid. You got any more questions? They just want to bore me with places that the cool guys been. Are you asking me if you Spidey? Are you asking me if my hood pass is good, nephew? I'm good everywhere. My ain't no smut on my name. I could go there. I could go to Harlem, dap up the brothers, go to Manhattan and chill in Midtown. I been to the stadiums, all the stadiums like right around each other. The baseball stadium, the football stadium, and the little hockey rink. It's all around each other. They don't even play hockey in the same rink. Hold on, where you live at, Spidey? Where you live at, nephew? Oh, you in the mill. Well, man, come on over. You work, save you a little bit of money. You work. I know you been to Chicago, Minnesota. That ain't nothing. Y'all got the Wisconsin Dells. I learned about that from my folks in Minnesota. So look, this is what you do. Save you a little money, get you a few days, and fly from Milwaukee into Baltimore. That's what you do. This why you fly into Baltimore. You fly in the boat. This why you fly into Baltimore. Yeah, he right by 7 He right there with 7 You fly into Baltimore. This why you fly into Baltimore. One is cheaper. Two is safer. Three, you fly into Baltimore. You could come down here where I'm at, goes to DC. Then you could go up. You come down to DC, chill, catch a bus from DC to Manhattan. I don't know if it's still like 30. It's probably $40 now, maybe $50, but it's round trip. And you go there for the day and drop you off right in front of Madison Square Garden. Go right to Madison Square Garden. If you stay in Baltimore, yeah, that's cool, bro. If you stay in Baltimore, look, you an hour and shit, you probably like an hour from Philly. You're probably like an hour, 15 minutes from Philly. So you could go, you catch that same bus, get off in Philly, go to Philly and chill. Get on the next bus coming, go up to New York, chill in New York. Come back from New York that night. I know I've done it. Nah, I ain't been to Memphis. I I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Let me tell you, it's like places that I just really would never go. All the reason I want to go to Kansas City, I'm a Chiefs fan. I don't want to go to Tennessee. It's nothing in Tennessee I want to see. I don't want to go to Alabama. I don't want to go to Mississippi. I barely wanted to go to Georgia and Florida. I don't be caring about North Carolina. I don't care about South Carolina. I barely like Virginia. I don't want to go to Arkansas. I don't want to see New Mexico. I don't even really want to go to Vegas. Other than to see a fight one day. But if the fight come here, fuck Las Vegas. I don't even like New York for real. North Carolina mediocre as shit. Ain't nothing to do. If you over somebody's house, they normally live out in the country, and it ain't nothing to do there. You gotta drive to the weed man, and all he gonna do is sit around smoke weed with you and tell you stories about shit that happened. It ain't nothing. I don't like. I done done all that shit. That shit no. No offense, I said that shit. Everywhere y'all niggas live is whack. I'm glad I live in the DMV. This is the only place I will ever live. This is the only place I will ever live. I'm glad my brother live out California because I always wanted to be able to go there like that. My brother lived there instead of I do. I thought I would, but now that I done got old, I'm glad my brother lived there and I don't. So I can always have a reason to go to California. But I don't want to live there. It ain't a bad place though. That would be the next place I live. And specifically with my brother at the Bay. I wanted to go to New Orleans to eat the food. But again, that's not really no shit I'm dying to do. Like, I want to go to Louisiana. What you want to do? Eat some gumbo and see them slums that Master P and them grew up in. Hopefully get flooded by the levee and be around a bunch of racist ass cops and people. Woo wee, Louisiana. No, no, no. My biggest thing with California is too big and expensive. But I love being able to smoke. The people that I've been around with my brother and shit is cool. I ain't really met too many dickheads out there. Even the racist redneck son of a bitch that live across the street, he ain't done nothing to me. But my brother and them done cussed him out already, so I ain't gotta worry about it. Real talk. Right. Don't y'all still they just the last place to get rid of the chain gang was Louisiana. Or do they still got it? Would them niggas go to University of Angola? Nah, y'all. VZ ain't fuck around. What's in Memphis and Nashville, nephew? I don't want to visit nowhere with the Klan and the Nazis marching downtown.
Doing it live from New York, but Nick is in Las Vegas. It's the show that is jam-packed with late-breaking NFL news to the point that we changed the entire rundown several times. We're starting in the NFL. Sam Darnold headed to Seattle, 3 years, around 110 million, 55 million guaranteed. Oh,
Damn,
125.
Sam.
That's late-breaking news. I thought it was 110. It was around 125.
JJ
55
McCarthy
million
gonna be
guaranteed.
start next year.
Here's how Sam did in the regular season with the Vikings. Had the third best record, had the fifth most passing yards, fifth most touchdowns at 35, passer rating at 102, and he had that a ton of 100-point passer rating. 20-yard completions allowed him to Justin Jefferson. He had 62 of them. That was the NFL's best. So, Brew, your reaction to Sam Darnold to the Seahawks?
Well, I don't think this changes any fortunes for Seattle, but considering the numbers, 55 million guaranteed, 3 years, 100 million, I
Mecca,
can live with that. That's a number where you certainly can put pieces
they
around.
got
They
a
already have
Jabu
Jackson Smith and
and
Jigba,
Jigba. That's
pretty
what they
good
got.
running game, Kenneth Walker. So I think that's fine.
But they just
I've
lost
said all
DK.
along that I would not give big money.
That's what I'm about to say. New Orleans good for food, but that's a place you go with your lady and shit. And then still, like, man, the kids don't want to go see the big ass mosquitoes.
Hope you guys are liking the live.
I want to go.
Or another team.
Bucks got Hassan already.
Money to Sam Darnold. They didn't give
Commanders got Hargrove.
big money to him, but it's enough to keep him happy. It's kind of like the Baker Mayfield situation. Baker had the one good year in Tampa Bay, and they rewarded him with a similar contract. So I'm fine with it because of the numbers, Nick. I'll be interested. If he has a great year this year, then I'll really be impressed, and I'll start giving him some props. He was great last year, but I thought he was in a great situation. He won't have that benefit this year, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, and it is almost identical to the Baker deal, but it comes a year after the Baker deal. So when you kind of adjust for the NFL salary cap inflation, it is in the current market a better bargain than the Baker deal, which it should be because he's not as good of a quarterback as Baker Mayfield, and I don't think he's as good of a quarterback as Geno Smith. So I know he had a better year last year than Geno Smith. Seattle, this is a little puzzling to me. I think they pretty clearly just got worse at quarterback. Now, I know they got a second-round pick in the moving off Geno Smith, and that is valuable, but it feels
What they
to
get
me
for
like this is
DK?
a mistake teams make a little too often, which is falling in love with a guy who has
Second rounder for DK too.
against you. The last great Sam Darnold moment, maybe the greatest Sam Darnold moment of his career, was the game against Seattle. That was where he made the best throw of his career. That was when he kind of thrusted himself into the edges of the MVP conversation. And so it feels to me like, and I understand the new offensive coordinator there, Clint Kubiak, they feel like he is going to, that Darnold maybe can run his scheme well, is I guess what I've read. I just think Geno Smith obviously has a much better body of work. I think he's a better player. He also, both of them have only been in one career playoff game. They both lost, but Geno in his playoff game at least acquitted himself fine, and he was clearly at a massive disadvantage playing the number one defense in the league, San Francisco, a few years ago, and that wasn't the case for Darnold. So I don't understand Seattle's rationale here. I understand why
Yeah, I don't live with base.
because Pete Carroll's there.
North Carolina,
I
I
saw that Seattle
oh
was
my.
moving on from Lockett, moving on from Metcalf, moving on from Geno. I said, oh, okay, they're doing a kind of a quick turnaround rebuild, maybe looking quarterback in the draft or maybe looking bridge guy. This isn't really a bridge contract, so this is a little puzzling to me, KW.
Nick, I don't hate your Geno's better than Darnold take. I tend to agree with that. At least Geno's shown more of the capability to kind of
I
carry
don't
a
know why
team
they got rid of
without
J
being in
Dub.
the ideal circumstances.
But J Dub
Not
go.
that he's elite, but he has shown he can carry you to some degree. Darnold's never shown
We
that.
gotta
So
see
one
with
thing I
Vegas.
will give
Vegas might
Darnold
get
though
Genty now.
against Geno is this: we know what Geno is. We
Or they
know
might get Ted
exactly
McMillan.
what Geno is, which is a good quarterback, right? But he's not going to be elite. Darnold, I guess, obviously Shanahan liked him, talked highly of him when he was in San Francisco. Last year he did play at an elite level, but for the last 2 games. And so there is at least a thought out there, the possibility that, hey, this guy was a strong
Shit a
arm
little
guy
rough,
coming out of
bro.
college.
A little
Everybody
rough around
loved
the
him,
edges.
and now he's finally reaching his potential. So theoretically, the ceiling is higher for Darnold. We'll see if that actually is the case.
I think the Seahawks have a little bit of Geno Smith upgrade. All right, we got one of the Jets draft picks who is now kind of hitting his peak after a rough ride. Why don't we can just replicate what we have with Geno? The team that I want to focus on, Nick, is the Vikings.
He was
And I know
balling
you're not
this
high
year.
on Sam Darnold,
But he
I
is
think
gonna be
this
with Pete
contract
Carroll.
It's not huge. It's not something the Vikings couldn't do. To look at 14 wins, and we've seen the 14 wins, 4,000 passing yards. I know I'm blue in the face with this graphic, but these are great quarterbacks all time.
Yeah, Charlotte, Raleigh ain't bad. I won't
I'm
say
not
they
saying
are.
it's
I've been to
hubris
the
from
Queen
the
City. I've been to
Vikings
Raleigh.
organization.
Both of them okay.
The idea that you can just look at 14 wins and 4,000 passing yards and say, like, you know what, it wasn't him, it was actually us, I think could come back to bite them. Do you buy that?
That Sam Darnold, one of 8 quarterbacks to get 14 wins and 4,000 yards in the same season, with Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, Kurt Warner, Tom Brady, Jared Goff, Patrick Mahomes twice, and Aaron Rodgers.
Because we now when viewers or podcast listeners, as Wilds likes to, remind us that we have, think of the worst repeated first things first graphic. They no longer are going to think of the Jimmy G graphic of lore. They're going to think of this self-defeating. No, it's true. It's just like the Jimmy G graphic was true. It was true, but it is so absurd when you look at it that it almost feels like it almost proves
he signed. They signed the Seattle Seahawks 3 years, almost 110 million.
Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes' case, future, and Brady, I guess, future first ballot Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
We're looking at 5 of the 10 greatest quarterbacks ever. Kurt Warner's right on the fringe there probably, and then 2 guys last year. In the same year, same guys, none of whom think they are the best player on their own team.
Yeah, that's Bruce.
So that's the first point. The second point is, even remove that graphic from it. I think you, Wilds, are under, and maybe this is one where you're right and the teams are wrong, and I say that sincerely, but you are not putting the value on having spent a first-round pick on a player that teams do.
No.
When the Vikings spent a first-round pick on J.J. McCarthy, he has to be their starter within the first 2 years. They wanted him to be the starter
Last year.
Like the modern NFL, nobody is sitting 2 years, particularly a guy that they thought was going to start year 1. And so I
Told you JJ gonna start next year.
Short of, a deep playoff run, maybe even a Super Bowl, anything short of a Super Bowl appearance, this was going to be Darnold's fate. The difference, I think, was if he had played better in the playoffs, in the one playoff game, maybe they would have franchised him and then traded him. But I think they understood if we franchise him at $40 million, that he might not be tradable. And there might not be someone willing to give us anything where it's worth tying up that much of our cap. So I don't, you call it hubris. I call it a team saying we're okay risking a lower floor because we are chasing a higher ceiling. The same way after a 13-win season with Kirk Cousins, they shortly thereafter drafted a quarterback in the first round.
Yeah, the fact is this, and they knew this. They weren't that close with Sam Darnold. Right? They were really, I mean, 14, it seems like it with the 14 wins, and it was a great regular season, but we saw what happened when the games mattered, Detroit, and then in the playoffs, and they didn't play well at all. 18 points in the last two games combined. That offense fell apart. So they weren't close. If they had brought back Sam Darnold, I don't know if anybody would have considered them a strong threat to win the NFC. And like you said,
shit, I used to live in South Carolina when I was in the military.
The same thing. So they're going with J.J. McCarthy clearly, right? They're not bringing in Aaron Rodgers or anybody like that. They're going with McCarthy, and they liked what they saw from him last year until he got hurt. So even if they do, they won't win 14 games. I don't see that happening. Maybe they'll make the playoffs, but even if they take the step back, they feel better about their future.
All right, to do a rebuild for no reason.
What were they going to do with
14 wins? It's 14 wins.
And you got blasted in the first round of
all the teams got blasted. The Commanders got blasted.
The Rams didn't get blasted.
The Commanders got blasted.
They won 12 games first, though.
Brew, damn straight. Yeah, I mean, it's getting blasted. Yes, after winning multiple playoff games is different than getting blasted in your first playoff game. But Wild, before we move on, let me just turn it on its head a bit. Could it not be because let's say J.J. McCarthy is a setback with his knee, or let's say J.J. McCarthy doesn't look as good in the offseason or whatever it is. Is there not maybe the logic of our system, our coach, our skill players got career year Kirk Cousins, career year Sam Darnold. So if we do end up having another stopgap year with Daniel Jones, why can't we get career year Daniel Jones?
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I
you're looking at it.
Crackhead Triple H.
I mean, if you're the Vikings, what is
anti-racist Triple H?
That Darnold all of a sudden.
At least Nick ain't a white supremacist. I can listen to Nick. Nick ain't a white supremacist. I give shouts out to Nick Wright. I give him his props. I don't agree with everything he say, but I ain't supposed to.
Ability players, because say what, and I know Greg's not out yet. Like Daniel Jones had a better career than Darnold up until last year, so I don't think they look at it as as risky as you look at it.
I think that's fair. I just my antennas go up anytime the coach in the system takes precedent over the players.
Arian the redneck Rodgers,
the Jets.
He supposed to be going to
Justin Fields, 2 years, $40 million.
Pittsburgh. They said they talking about Pittsburgh. My homie a Pittsburgh fan. He was pissed off. Like what?
Whoa, this is making me hungry.
I said y'all like cotton candy old ass quarterbacks too, huh?
Whoa, pizza.
Meanwhile,
So Aaron Rodgers out, Justin Fields in. Remember, he split snaps with Russ, started off 4-2. Had some pretty good numbers. Brew, what do you think about
the Jets should have drafted him anyway.
I'm fine with this. Obviously, the Jets are essentially starting over. Even if you had brought back Aaron Rodgers, you weren't winning anything of significance.
The Jets should have drafted him anyway.
A long shot, you would have made the playoffs and gotten bounced early.
Remember, he shouldn't have never had got drafted by them. Remember, people thought the Jets was gonna get him.
Can grow with this coaching staff,
but they got Zach Wilson white ass.
And they're going to build the offense to his strengths. He's never really had that. Obviously, it wasn't the case last year in Pittsburgh. So I think they'll build it around his strength, which obviously is running the ball. But he's going to have to throw it better. There's no doubt about it. You don't want to waste a Garrett Wilson. And if
think about it,
getting the ball like he should, then he will.
If you think about it, y'all, what's up, underrated? Think about it, bro.
He has been in New York with these
Justin Fields
to bad quarterbacks.
It was Justin Fields and Zach Wilson coming out. Everybody knew that it was going to be Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and Zach Wilson. Yep, Zach Wilson is MAGA. And they got, but Zach Wilson was a bust. But Justin Fields, since high school, was
entire career.
He dropped to the
And I didn't
Bears.
blame him for getting frustrated. So Justin Fields, we obviously know he can run the football. He's going to have to throw it better, and they'll give him the whole chance. And to grow in New York with Garrett Wilson, it's not a bad move because obviously they're a team that's in rebuild mode.
And remember, Brew, the last time Justin Fields looked great throwing the football was at Ohio State with Garrett Wilson. So, like,
Yeah.
there is that where it's like, okay, they have a connection. They played together. They have a relationship to a degree. I understand Garrett Wilson at that point was a younger Garrett Wilson, but both were younger, but he was early in his collegiate career. And so this to me is more about trying to
Did you
make
eat?
it clear, put the Jets in a position where they don't have to reach on a quarterback in the first round. Now, maybe if they love either Shador or Jackson Dart, who could be their pick, maybe they take him anyway. And, Justin Fields in a quarterback competition. Fields' age
My Zach is a racist and a bum. Yeah, you're right. You ain't lying.
Very difficult for me
He's
to
a
sit
bum
here and
ass
say
racist.
you can rely on him as a
He ain't
passer
even
because
good
at
at
no
being a
point in his NFL
racist.
career,
Sorry,
has
racist.
displayed that. And even last year in Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
when
Joey
he was playing
Bozo
some of
gone.
his best football, Mike Tomlin, a coach we all have immense respect for, was adamant and convinced and steadfast that the better option was an aging, middling
I ain't think
Russell
Kittle
Wilson.
was
He
MAGA.
had
I
as much
thought that was
information as anybody
Bosa.
could have. So I like
Kittle
this a
MAGA
lot
too.
more than them staying with Aaron Rodgers. They obviously were the one team that couldn't go after Sam Darnold because that just wouldn't make sense.
I know Kittle
So they
was
didn't
MAGA. I
have
know
Russell
Bosa
Wilson there.
was.
I think having as odd as this sounds, non-celebrity,
Well, that Nick Bosa that was
non-highly
MAGA.
drafted, non-quarterback, draft savior in New York could be good for him. Because if you look at really the last decade, whether it was Darnold or Zach or Aaron,
The father is too.
always really the story of the quarterback.
We're MAGA,
Now, it
dude.
doesn't have to
Fuck
be
these
that.
Negroes.
Justin Fields can kind of just
Woo!
be a supporting actor,
They're nothing but
movie, so to
niggers.
speak. And I think that's probably good for what Aaron Glenn's trying to put together.
So,
Damn,
like,
Kittle
no,
was
so he
MAGA.
leaves the Bears. I'm big on prove it years, right? Baker had a prove it
How
year
y'all
with the
find
Bears,
that out?
And he proved it.
How y'all
A
find
little
out
bit
George
rubbed me the
Kittle
wrong way
MAGA?
about Sam Darnold.
I ain't
Sam
saying he
Darnold,
not. I'm
over
just
his
saying how
had a
y'all
prove it
find
year,
that out.
won
I
14
didn't
games,
hear that.
And they're like, nah, we didn't like it.
What'd he do?
Justin Fields had a prove it year. It kind of worked out.
He
in his
was at a
favor.
rally
Russ
or something.
Have sort of a battlefield.
Yeah,
formation,
Mr.
but Russ got
President.
hurt. So he had the chance to
That's why he's a
take the
bum.
job, keep the job in his proven year, and we don't know. I don't know what was proven, Brood. Is that fair? Like your proven year, you kind of proved it, I guess, against.
He did prove that you could win with him.
Trying to
And he
make
still
America
to a
great
certain degree. He
again.
was
Be
4-2.
better to get these
And so he
niggers
proved
out of the
that.
game.
I think the
I'll be the
Steelers
fastest
had
guy
Russ
on
pitching
field.
in as their starter no matter what, unless Justin had gone out there and just lit the world on fire. Russ was going to get the chance to be the starter, and he did. And I think he was better than Justin last year.
Glad they got
Fairness.
Kaepernick
But
out of
I
here,
thought
fucking
Justin bought
nigger,
himself some more
kneeling
time,
down.
guys. If he
You
had
gonna
gone out there and played
respect
poorly,
my
he would not
lord.
have gotten this contract. So he did buy himself
Fucking
some time
black
and
monkey.
create the perception out there that maybe this guy can do something. And again, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield. We are looking at a lot of guys.
Why is he talking about Baker Mayfield for? Fuck Baker Mayfield, man. We ain't talking about him. Rams gonna release Cooper Cup. Rams gonna release Cooper Cup, underrated. Why Dr. Richie had blockhead coon uh Oh, Chief signed Elijah Mitchell. And Jalen Moore. Jalen Moore is not good. Oh yeah, what's his name? Yeah, Brandon Tatum coon ass. That's his name. I hate him. Josh Sweat went to Tampa Bay. 70 million. Damn. Yeah, I hate Brandon Tatum. Why you put him on it? Stop putting him on your show. Yep, he went to Tampa Bay. Yeah, you ain't know that? He went to Tampa Bay. Look at Base. Base, get out of here with that foolishness. You like that signing? You think that's gonna get you some? You ain't know that?
True Green, we got a golf course quality lawn at a great price.
That's when the golfers showed up.
You flying through? Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. There's only a few left though.
Quality lawns for as little as $1 a day.
Where are we playing next?
Get started at truegreen.com.
Adam just tweeted, actually, some breaking news. The Broncos and Talanoa Hufanga have agreed to that 3-year contract. We wondered about this earlier in the day. Jeremy bringing it up. Go ahead, Adam. What's the latest there with the Broncos adding to their team?
Well, that's two deals behind Talanoa Hufanga. They get a 3-year contract done for $45 million, $20 million guaranteed. Denver had been looking to add him, gets the deal done. The 49ers lose their safety.
Yeah.
And this is something the Broncos were looking to shore up in the secondary. We got more. Jeremy, take over.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Well, I got some too, so where are we at here? We got the 49ers. We got the 49ers Rams, that's what I saw. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Hufanga's a guy, when he's healthy, is a great instinctive ball hawk center fielder. That's what every defense wants. Guys who can turn the football over. He's done that. He did that at SC. He can do that now. Hopefully, again, if he can stay on the football field. But Denver, I kind of like a lot of the things that Denver is doing. Denver has been very smart, very strategic as far as the people they've acquired and developing young guys.
Yeah. All right, here's some more breaking news as we're playing hot potato here with all the breaking news.
love this.
This one,
Josh Palmer.
going to the Bills. This is a great one. Dan's clapping for Josh Allen as he gets Josh Palmer added to that receiving core. Adam, we thought that the Bills would try to do this. They needed to get some more weapons there. What do we know about this deal?
Well, we have another deal also. The Bills get Josh Palmer done, but the Arizona Cardinals just landed Josh Sweat.
Oh.
So the Philadelphia Eagles lose out essentially on Noah Williams and now Josh Sweat. Two departures from Philadelphia. And it's a 4-year deal worth $76.4 million.
Wow.
Josh Sweat to Arizona. Big deal.
As you can see, as the breaking news is flying in, Adam is actively tweeting these things out. So is Jeremy. You can see all of this on the ESPN app as well. You can get ESPN alerts from there. You'll get it direct to your phone as this is all happening. Let's go to this.
Oh, it was the Cardinals.
Go ahead, Jeremy. You got
My bad.
Nugget, Luke Farrell, blocking tight end to the 49ers, 3 years, $20 million. So that's an investment. Could be the new Kyle Juszczyk.
I was going to say, Shanahan loves that, Kyle Juszczyk.
See, that's a targeted, right? That's a
No, the Buccaneers got somebody.
Josh Sweat. What can you say about this guy? I mean, he was a guy who had some injury concern when he came out of Florida State with his knee, and he has done nothing but produce since he's been in Philadelphia. Yeah. When you're looking at a team like Arizona that's in the bottom third in the NFL in pass rush win rate, they need an edge player like this. They need a guy.
Who got Javon Hargrave? That was the Commanders, right? It's the Buccaneers got somebody.
While you with that long-arm bull rush, but while you with the pressure percentage he's going to create for you, He's happy for a guy like this, man. You really are.
We said earlier he was the #2 player available at that point behind Sam Darnold. Now Sam Darnold and Josh Sweat both have new homes. Dan, what do you think about the way that the Cardinals actually, you know what, let's talk about Josh Palmer with the Bills, because you loved that the second that you heard it happening.
I love the addition of Palmer because Josh Allen got that contract extension and it was like, what's the next thing the Bills need to do? Get perimeter help.
Hassan Reddick.
Perimeter help and build the defense. And now you're talking about an offense that has Keon Coleman in his size. Khalil Shakir,
Hassan Reddick, my bad. Y'all signed Hassan Reddick.
In the NFL.
That's what they signed. Hassan Reddick, yeah.
Lewis and I have called a couple of his Monday Night Football games with you.
I knew it was somebody that used to play for the Eagles.
There's talent there. And if you could just put it together and get that.
Yeah, they got Hassan.
From the scheme, the quarterback play, that he could be a really good, and I kind of liken him to
a few more Antoine with. How they gonna get a few more Antoine?
He's going to be asked to be in Buffalo. I think it's a really nice.
I think that's a good pickup. They need that extra pass rush. I think he'll be fine.
I know.
What about him? Why isn't he catching more? But what about Josh Palmer, though? This dude is so smooth. You know, he reminded me. You know, I compare every smooth, fluid route running receiver nowadays to Chris Olave.
Sure.
Because Olave just makes it look so easy.
Sure.
Palmer kind of glides like that. I love that for Buffalo. I mean, it's a little bit colder up there than it is in the stadium out there at SoFi. But hey, man.
But he doesn't have to be the guy.
Yeah.
You know, and for the Chargers.
Yeah, he was alright at the Chargers, though. Chargers don't need him no more, though. The Chargers need to get faster now. And the Chiefs need to get better than what they doing. Well, I don't know why we always getting somebody that used to play for motherfucking crazy. The Chiefs always want to get somebody who used to play for San Francisco. Now we got Elijah Mitchell and their backup left tackle. Hopefully we get some shit in the draft. Because we lost Joe Tooney to Chicago. Chargers just got Najee. I knew somebody in my division was going to get Najee. I knew somebody. I thought it was going to be Denver. Yeah, we ain't got no Joe Tooney. He play for Chicago now. Shit, but yeah, y'all, let me eat these wings and get my ass off of here. Watch the NFL Network. It's crazy shit happening. Your team might be getting better or might be getting worse. I don't know. But much love to y'all, man. Pleasure having y'all here. LVZ, man. Shouts out to you. I don't know. Peace. Nice, son.